Hey guys, it's Buddy Glasgow here. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a couple theories I have on Finn from Star Wars Episode 7 and 8. Some things some people haven't brought up at all. Some people may have already brought up. And we're going to go over with one of the biggest problems I have, and that is why does everyone think Finn is a fucking janitor or just a standard stormtrooper? I have a real problem with that. Han Solo bought this in Episode 7. Maybe he just went along with it, but I don't know. And I don't know why people would think he was a janitor when Poe Dameron met him up as a stormtrooper, though he could have been just Poe. He could have just been dressing up as a stormtrooper to get off. But let's face the facts. Finn has to be more than a standard stormtrooper. Because there's no way in hell a regular stormtrooper is going to know everything that fucking Finn knows. He's not going to know. A janitor, even as a janitor or even as a regular stormtrooper, he's not going to know the fucking every single very last detail of Starkiller Base. He's not going to know the top secret tech of the light speed tracker on Snoke's super ship. He's not. How is he going to know about the battering ram cannon that they use in Episode 8? Plus, who knows whatever other stuff he knows. So that has tripped me off to thinking that he is a special ops stormtrooper. Now, don't get me wrong, he doesn't have the fancy smancy uniform or armor, but what it could be is one in training. Because that would make things make more sense. Then that makes it where he knows everything about Starkiller Base. He would know about the top secret weapons. It would also make sense as to why every goddamn stormtrooper that comes across him hates his fucking guts and knows he's a traitor. I mean, really, do you really think that one stormtrooper is that fucking special and everyone's gonna know about it? Do you think every single stormtrooper knows the weaknesses and every unique upgrade to the First Order? Fuck no. Now I know there's people out there who are going to say, well, if he was a special ops stormtrooper, why is he on the front lines? Well, even when you're being trained for special ops in the military, you would be sent to the front lines on occasion. Especially if it's for some special mission like he went on. Now, that would make sense. It makes a shit ton of sense if he was, because then that would explain why he can hold his own against Kylo Ren due to the special training. It even makes sense as to why Phasma hates his fucking guts so much. Because remember, it's Episode 8, we don't know why the hell she hates his guts. We don't know the backstory. Like I said in my things for Episode 8, what I disliked, and put a thing in there for the backstory, were they past lovers? Or was Finn one of her prime pupils? You know, and if he was being trained to be a special ops stormtrooper, like perhaps Phasma is, that would be a good fucking reason for her to be pissed at him so much. So this all makes sense in theory. This also shows to why Finn can hold his own against Kylo. Not for long, but he holds his own for a short time against Kylo Ren in their saber match. And this also blows a hole in the Mary Sue bullshit belief of Rey, as if Finn, who's got a shit ton of military combat experience and training, just by the fact of his knowledge alone, we know he has to have been in the Imperial training for a long time. We know through canon in both the old expanded and the new expanded universe from Walt Disney that stormtroopers get massive amounts of training. especially from when they're young. So you can't tell me if Finn, who's got all that training from, in multiple weapons, from blasters to batons to saber to sword fighting, plus whatever else knowledge, say explosives, is barely holding his own against Kylo Ren, who's been trained by 2 masters in sword fighting in the Force, from Luke Skywalker and Snoke himself. You're going to tell me that Rey, who only knows a piss poor amount of staff fighting, and who's even has a marriage, she's going to pull off and do better against Kylo? Fuck that shit. No. So there's that theory. Also, one thing that Episode 8 dropped for Theory 2, and I don't know why people are not focusing on this either from their dislikes from Episode 8. I've not seen one anyway, so if there is one out there, I apologize. Why did they drop the storyline that Finn is actually a Force sensitive? Remember back in Episode 7, and I just watched this again the other day just to double check my theory. On Episode 7, he's the one, when he's at Maz's place, who looks up and hears through the Force the screams from the plants that are destroyed by Starkiller Base. It wasn't the other people at Maz's place. They were inside the fucking cantina when it happened. And then they come out, and then they ooh and all after the destruction of the planets. Finn is the one who awakens after the death of his friend at the beginning of the Episode 7. Kylo Ren is the one who looks at him. And remember when Snoke said, "There's been an awakening in the Force. Have you felt it?" Well, if Rey's a fucking Mary Sue and not a Force user, and has to be quote unquote trained, this would acknowledge Finn as the emerging Force user or Force sensitive, the disturbance in the Force. So, but no, they dropped all that shit for Episode 8. Which I think sucks for Finn. Finn could be a very good character. What they should have done instead of that fucking Canto Bite shit is, with fucking Rey of all with Rose of all people. So that Canto Bite bullshit, they should have sent him, and you could send fucking Rose too if you want to. I don't give a shit if you'll make her a character. Should send him to go fetch Rey and Luke to bring him back. Fuck this code breaking shit. I mean, like I said, if he's a special officer, why would they easily get back on the goddamn super ship to meet, to try to get rid of that Lightspeed tracker? Give me a break. Anyway, they should have had him and Rose go pick up Rey and Luke to bring him back, and when he meets Luke, Luke sees that he's a Force sensitive. And he'd have 2 people to train instead of just Rey. This would now explain the hints. Oh, he's a disturbance in the Force. If you want to make Rey a fucking Mary Sue, be fucking on it. But this would make that story make sense. But no, Finn got fucked over real hard. Yeah. So then you have, here's another option. Option 3. So you've had him as the advanced trooper. We've had him as a sleeper, as the undercover, as the emerging Force user, I should say. And then here's theory number 3, he's a double agent. Think about it. If he is a double agent, it's the perfect cover. And I know what you're saying, well, why would he be a secret agent, double agent? He's doing this, that, and the other. Well, what if he's a sleeper? Okay. Go back to how we first meet Finn. Now, what I mean by sleeper agent is, if you don't know, if anyone knows, you're thoroughly trained, and then you have a code word. You'll go about your business until you hear a certain code word or phrase or see objects. That switches you back to your primary mission goal. It's basically brainwashing. So, let's take the example of when he beats Poe Dameron. Meets him as a stormtrooper. Say, I want to get out of here. Poe Dameron wants to get the fuck out of here. Okay, so we get out of here. Okay, and they conveniently get shot down. And they separate. Reunite, and yet here is Finn telling the rebels or the resistance everything they need to know how to get rid of Starkiller Base. No flag on that. At least that we're aware of. But, and then he knows everything about that fucking battering ram. He knows about the tracking device. This would also go to my next area, but I know what you're saying. Well, why is everyone... Now, they're trying to kill him. If he was a sleeper agent, why were they trying to kill him? Cover. Think about this. Every time they've tried to kill Finn, it's been when he's around resistance support, like either resistance fighters or resistance followers or sympathizers. Go back to episode 7. On that entire fucking, when they're all surrounded Maz's place and all them stormtroopers, one fucking stormtrooper takes on Finn, and that's it? No, why didn't they just all fucking blast him right away? There'd be no point. Why didn't Kylo Ren finish him off for a kill shot when he fights Kylo? He had the perfect opportunity. He could have force choked his ass to death. He could have crushed him into a fucking tree. But no, he just injures him through the back. Anything, stuff that can be healed in the world of Star Wars. No surprise, lop a limb off. But no, he's left relatively unscathed. Phasma in episode 8 has all that fucking time to kill him when they got him in laser nooses getting ready to kill him. Why fucking do that? There's no reason. Just go out and fucking shoot him right off the bat. Why give him time? Like, now, granted, don't get me wrong, it could be plot holes and plot points in the stories, but there's no fucking point. Kill him on fucking sight. You have a man who's betrayed you clearly when it comes to Phasma, threw in a fucking trash compactor. Left her for fucking dead on Starkiller Base. Why would you wait to drag her to a fucking hangar bay with means of escape all around you to kill him? Fuck no, shoot his ass on sight. There'd be no fucking point to it. Except, who's he got with him? A resistance fighter. Oh, we can't let our sleeper agent, our double agent, be executed, but we got to make a good performance. And they make a good performance, and boom, they magically get out and, go amazingly manage to get away and reunite with the resistance. And then, which takes us to the last scene where he's going to commit suicide. And then, of course, Rose interferes with that. But would he have actually made it? That's the thing. Would he have actually killed himself? We don't know, thanks to fucking Rose's intervention. Rose's intervention. We never know. Of course, I think Rose is a traitor as well. I think she's a undercover agent for the First Order, but that's my opinion. So, then so this is stuff we could find out in episode 9. I really hope they go back to the combination of My Theories 1 and 2, where he's a Force sensitive that they fucked up and dropped in episode 8, and they got to bring this back. And then that he's basically a super agent that's seen the light and has just decided to leave. And maybe he's keeping that a secret so that the Resistance will trust him. I don't know. What do you think? Then another one that would be fucking awesome as hell would be number 3, that he's a double agent. And they're just waiting for he's just waiting for a secret code word or phrase that they can turn on a dime. Like, remember from episode 3, Order 66, when all those clone troopers betrayed the Jedi in the rebellion. Something like that. So we know what sleeper agents are. It would be interesting. What do you guys think? Go down below, like, comment, and subscribe. As always, you guys take care, and I'll see you all next time.